Garbo. We grab like one of the big license point our face.
I'm reading the first question.
All right, so I'll put this. I'll put the rest of the shit. Your, I guess it's live, right? Pretty sure it's live. Okay. Let's get the. Yeah, live. Yeah, we should. Okay. Or do you think these would be good enough? That is definitely like look at the action. Look at the stream. It's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. Just shut away. It's moving box that way. Fucking clear space with the lights in there. They'll fill it out of the way. All of this. I have no idea if they're plugging it in. Yeah, I'll get that. Yo, ready. How many people we got in here? 13. Ooh, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh,
How do I look at
you should post it in the thing, right?
the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, right, yeah. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
So I am very new to live streaming, so I have like no idea what the hell I am doing.
Yeah, we just finished filming, so we're just scrambling.
Yeah.
Assemble this.
Okay, what the hell do I link here? So I just link literally the URL from this, right? Like that's just like studio.
That's so short.
Huh?
It's terrible. It's so short.
I'm gonna extend it for you. Okay.
Okay, we are trying to set up all the lights, but yeah, I can see all the questions, and we will get to all of these. Thank you. Thank you for the hair. Thank you for the compliment on the haircut, David. It's kind of always a rough hair day for me, but I got something going today. Oh, Main World Severn. Hey. Yeah, Daniel's getting an extension cable over here. And we will get to all the questions. You guys are coming in. Hello? Just type something and I'll wave to you.
I probably want this higher, right? Get this bad boy real fucking off. Woo. Oh, bam. Hey, look at that. It's slightly. Oh my god, it's so bright.
Maybe you make it warmer.
What? I don't even know what to.
Travis R on the chat.
Let me move this chair out of the way.
Now I kick BSG to the curb. Is that a question?
Did you just
I don't know if I can
answer
answer
sell BSG, dude? You monster. How
I don't know if I can answer that. Oh, I don't know if I can plug this in actually.
Are all my wires just that like pissed that they just can't reach?
Well, this one is full, so
That one's full.
yeah. Oh, maybe I was plugging it
Yeah.
there.
You can probably put the lights at like very low intensity.
Yeah, let's just try to put them all like real low. It's like 25%, I think. Maybe just need that light on and it makes it all look better. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to figure out how to post this in our Discord so we can tell our patrons, "Hey, we're streaming right now." Edit. Something there. Where the hell is the YouTube link? Nope, that's not it. Customization. Maybe what the comments say. If so. Wait, what? Okay, well,
This is from Indonesia.
oh,
I should probably reference it. Yeah. Anon Najib? Yeah. Hey, what's up?
you?
Indonesia.
You're cool. I am so dumb. Where's the link to this that I can post somewhere?
Oh wait. Mikkel says we should do it through the share option.
There's a share option.
Wait, are you there?
I will type this. Dude, I am so brain. Oh, is this button? Aha! Thank you. All right, let's put that in the Discord. I guys are probably hearing the fans of the laptop because it's like going right now.
It's like right next to the laptop.
Actually, yeah. How's the audio, guys? Is the fan too loud?
Yeah, my laptop is dying. Also, we're dying because it's summer in California. It's just. Ugh!
It's not that bad. The sunroom's worse. It's much worse.
Yeah,
It's
we're not
fine.
actually-
Okay, so we're good.
Woo!
So that's fine.
I guess in the meantime, I just closed all the other programs to keep it like focused on Google Chrome and Discord. So
What's that for lighting? It's better. Yeah, we're kind of getting blocked off by
okay,
your
that's it.
table here.
You can rotate this light if it's like problematic, right?
Well, I'm saying like ideally you go there.
Oh.
I think it's okay.
Anyways,
It's all good.
so
I'll put that back in the camera.
okay. Shelfside Discord.
Get to all the
No,
questions.
yeah, we'll get to the questions
We'll
very
get-
soon.
we'll-
We just need
we'll
to
do
fix
all
all of our
of that.
stupid
Yeah.
nonsense.
Keep typing and we'll answer them. Just load them all up.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug this.
Are you gonna eject it? Okay, yeah. We're good.
Audio
He was just transferring files to me. So,
Hey, dude, Rory Yoakum.
oh my god.
That's crazy.
Okay. I'm just gonna post this in videos in our Discord.
Anyone new, just say hi. We'll respond. We're just working on the technical stuff right now.
I'm just gonna post in general.
Get to the questions.
We streaming right now.
Screen is up. Okay.
Dude, that thumbnail so bad. Literally, okay, the thumbnail for this stream was like the dumbest thing ever because I was like, how does this work? Okay, schedule a stream. And then just like, it was like, hey, we're going to take a picture, post our thumbnail. I was like, oh, God. And I just had like a dumb face. And then that's the thumbnail. Just going like,
You
oh.
can see his. You can see that light in the background we were filming with.
Oh, my God.
Let's see.
It's
No,
such a
okay,
good-
it's tiny on my phone.
No, but you can look it on the screen there. Look, it's like, dude, it's hilarious.
I was just like saying we could show that, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, well, in the meantime, hey guys, welcome to the show. We hit 1 million total views on YouTube, like last week? That is crazy to think about. So in celebration of that fact, we are now going to be taking questions from you guys and answering them. That's what a Q&A is.
Yeah, Q&A, yeah.
Also,
So
I'm going to close the door so our audio's a little better.
that's a good idea. Now I get all the lights. Yes.
Also, so that, like, as I'm yelling in my house, I'm not going to just have my parents be like, what the hell going on
Yeah.
there? All right, let's go down the list and actually start answering these questions that we were ignoring for the past 10 minutes setting things.
All
Okay,
the
so
way to the top. Yep.
go. First one from David K. Hi, guys. Ashton and Daniel, you guys have Japanese descent. I noticed that Ashton spoke Japanese in the Quartermaster General Game Review, which led me to this question. Is that actually speaking Japanese? How you just...
Right. So
Oh, my God, I'm too tall.
the story for that is that I actually had one of my we're not Japanese.
Yeah, we're Chinese.
We're Chinese descent, yeah. So I had one of my friends, girlfriends, translate my script into Japanese, and that was sent to my voice actor friend who did all the voices for that video. And then I was like, you know what? The Japanese version of it was I don't remember it. The Japanese version of it was just more funny, so I guess we went that.
I didn't realize I was like,
Was it actually Japanese or was it a Japanese accent?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't really speak Japanese. Yeah, so maybe say something in response to that. You want to just see what he says in response to that, or you want to just keep doing all the questions?
Daytime anything on there? Message retract.
That's retract. Okay, cool.
All right, next question.
Oh, cool.
Okay, much of comments. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. Thank you guys. Oh my God, hello. All right, very late.
Yeah.
Hello.
No, I'm seeing you guys from you guys comment on the videos. I respond, Mr. Funverse.
Yeah, it's not be a little weird for you guys typing comments right now because we're like scrolling up to read things. So we'll get to the bottom soon enough. Don't worry.
Yeah, Many Horse Tavern. See you guys there.
I thought the title said 1 million subs. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish.
That'd be
Dude,
nice.
4 games would be popping if it was like that. Market, not quite that big. All right. Now to tip BSG. Oh, this is our time about the BSG thing. Okay. That's just like. Okay.
How dare you? A very rhetorical question. Okay. Can't
What's
really
your
say much to
favorite
that.
game and is it Space Hulk? Well, I feel like we're answering this question every few months, but I will answer it again. So I have like a bunch of different favorite games depending on what mood I am in. So like, for instance, Roots, Oath, those are like my favorite area control games when like, yeah, I have like 4 people and we have like 2 or 3 hours, like super good for that. If we have 4 or 5 people, We have, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. Civilization, the board game.
Really?
Cool. Yeah,
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was that high for you.
there's no other game that fills that niche in that spot that well. Okay,
Okay. Wow.
it's very good for that. Also, I guess Chaos and Old World got like toppled by Root and Oath. That used to be my go-to. Yeah. That's like for area control for like 4 to 5 people. 6 players, obviously, try Imperium 4. And then for like dumb, goofy nonsense, I like Mansions of Madness and Dungeons and Dragons a lot for when you just like vibing, so like explore, do some stuff, right? That's some dungeon delving.
Okay.
And then I guess for I don't know, like Euros, I don't even like. I guess Lords of Waterdeep. Oh yeah,
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, Lords of Waterdeep I like a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Everdell is probably like climbing up that list also, but like, well, I need to play it more.
Really? Okay.
What about for you, huh?
Yeah. So my criteria is just like it's literally just like this is my top, this is my second top, this is my third top. I haven't really thought about any categories. Number 1 would be TI4. Yes.
Very good choice.
Yeah, I mean, I was coming out with a video on this very soon, actually. Finished filming it today, but it is long. But man, it just has like this really nice balance of politics. But there's a solid game underneath. Like you have to balance the politics and like out efficiency in your opponents. So you can't rely on one or the other. It's a really good balance. All in this package of crazy fun space.
It also just feels so alive. Like
feels
just
very
things
alive,
happen
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, there's always something to fight for. It's not punishing for newcomers.
Oh yeah, also expansion made TI4 so much better. Like at least for me. Like I already love the base game so much, right? You throw an expansion was like everyone's even crazier now. Like it's great, dude. I love it, dude. It's like it was number 1. It's like was like number even 1 or like I mean,
wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to try Talk again with a different faction because I think the one I played was like not really my cup of tea.
You're taking Pocket saying it's Prophecy of Kings.
Prophecy of Kings. Okay, yeah. So so that's my number 1. Number 2 would be Brass Birmingham. Yeah, I really like that game, man. That is, I didn't think I would like a heavier Euro that much, but the 2-era structure combined with the great feeling of positive interaction just feels like a class act to play. Yeah. And then number 3, number 3 is Mansions.
Mansion, yeah.
And then after that, Civ, actually. Yeah, Civ is up there for me, man.
The thing I am wondering, though, because I have been playing some Cthulhu Death May Die, and I'm wondering if it's going to climb up and kind of compete with mansions, sort of like the goofy realm of like, have some friends, go into a mansion, just start just doing Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing about mansions is definitely more of a mystery thing. Death May Die is just stupid. You just run in with your guns out and start shooting everything that moves.
It is so stupid.
But it is so fun, dude. Oh my god.
I'm undecided on the game, but I do like it a lot. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. I do like the mystery element of mansions and how there's no bookkeeping at all. There's like cool
the app helps it so much.
The app is good. Yeah, the app is amazing.
More games need that.
Yeah. And then for party games, Last Word, actually. I really like Last Word.
I think for me, nothing. I know this isn't a board game, but like Jackbox.
Okay, yeah.
Like those games on Steam where like you just like plug in your monitor to your computer and then everyone else plays as like with their phone as a controller where it's putting like prompts and drawing it, whatever. Like, dude. Jackbox destroys like all party games. Okay, like, I know like board games, you got all your cool little things you can be doing, but Jackbox is just like it's the ultimate gimmick, right? If your phone is your input into the game and your phone can basically do anything, right? Like it's really hard to beat that.
Yeah, it's insanely accessible, and then also everyone has a phone anyways, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And no one needs to download anything. Like I hate telling people like, "Hey, I need you to download this app so you can do the game." Like, no, just go on your whatever web browser you use on your phone, go to jackbox.tv, and you just put in the room code, and you're in. Like, boom, super simple.
What would you say is your actual board game top party? Like the crypto?
Oh, yeah, the crypto's really up there, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I like the crypto. Maybe top 5. All right, let's answer
next question. Okay.
Next question.
Another guy been like, how could he get rid of BSG?
Oh, wait. He says, why is it Space Hulk? So actually, we've never played Space Hulk, but I played Space Hulk Death Angel. It's like a co-op game. It's a small box co-op game. I liked it a lot. I played it a lot, and I gave it to a friend. He's like, yeah, this is kind of run its course, but that's my experience with Space Hulk. Maybe one day I'll delve into the Warhammer stuff. But
I don't even know what Space Hulk is.
That's an expensive box. It's like 100 plus. Yeah, a lot of stuff to make. And you got to assemble the minis, I believe. So, yeah, it's rough. Okay, what's next?
All right, yeah, now is the getting rid of BSG. I mean, you're already counting.
How can I get rid of BSG? How can I? All right, what's the next question?
You guys done any voice work, such deep chocolatey voices? Nothing like professional. Just kind of, I just always was like doing dumb YouTube stuff and just being like, oh yeah, I'm going to use my voice to start doing whatever the hell in this video about stuff. We made stuff, and then eventually we should make board game stuff, and then that's how Shelfside was made.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, those are pretty cool stuff, and we have some fun ideas. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Voice is just how I talk.
Yeah, I don't even know how I would get into the voice acting stuff. I mean, if it happens, like it'll probably be through Shelfside because we actually like have numbers on it. Like, hey, look at us. I can put Shelfside YouTube on my resume. I've made videos and like put me in your shows. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, actually, when I started Shelfside, I didn't think I had that good of a voice. I know, like the earlier videos, I was like more like muttering. So somewhere along the journey,
hey, muttering sounds like edgier, right? People love your deep, edgy voice. You get your mic and you start going like, "Oh yeah, dude, my voice is real like gritty and edgy and this
pros and cons." We give this game a 9 out of 10.
Jane Grail's real dark. He's just crazy, man. People are dying everywhere.
Honestly,
it's real bad.
For anything Eldritch Lovecraft related, we always want to go to those voices.
So good.
It's super fun. Yeah.
Okay, people are talking about audio.
Audio sounds good. Okay.
Now we know why you guys are board gamers, not PC. Like, what the heck? People are typing in chat. Let's go back down. Okay. So, yeah, seeing your tech shows, now we know why you guys are board gamers, not PC gamers. You know, crazy. I actually do have a stupid $2,000 PC that I got last month.
Yeah.
It was like a very random out of nowhere thing. And I was like, man, I want to play more PC games. So I hit up my friend who was very good at building computers, and we went to just a place to buy a bunch of computer parts because it's really hard to get graphics cards right now. And we just threw it all together, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm a gamer again! Woo! I'm playing a lot of Sekiro, a little bit of what do you call it, the Evil Within 2. And I'm gonna blast. It's like I could just play everything on max settings, and be like, oh my god, the computer's still just totally fine. Like fans not even going. It's like because I got a GTX 3060, and I also got a Ryzen I think all the parts. It's crazy.
I kind of always talking about. Yeah, I'm not too big of a tech guy, but in terms of editing work, I do a lot of editing for the channel, so I'm at my computer a lot.
These are probably the two biggest parts, right? It's like a GTX 3060, and this is a Ryzen. What even is this? 5,000 something. Wait, what? Where's the full name?
Ryzen 7? Wait, maybe it says the top. There's a sticker.
Oh, it's an AMD Ryzen 7 5000 X. This in total is already like $1,000. It's crazy.
Okay, next question. What do we have here? If you could go back, by Many Worlds Tavern, if you could go back in time and experience a game for your first time again, what would you play? Oh, that's
Battlestar Galactica.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think my first game of that wasn't too smooth. It's either that one, because I know there's a lot of rules hiccups, so the first game was a little rocky. So
was I there for that? I don't even remember.
I don't know. So it's either Battlestar Galactica or Mansions, or maybe Resistance.
Definitely not Mansions. Mansions, there's still more memories to be made because there's so many expansions. Or Battlestar Galactica is I don't know. I don't really see myself going back to whatever. It's ran its course already.
I guess so. But man, the first time I played Mansions, I remember we were all just blown away.
I still get blown away by that game though. It's crazy cool to me, just being mystery and then being oh,
yeah,
wait, that's what's happening. Oh my god, whoa!
Board game that is kind of a board game hybrid, but it still feels like I'm playing a board game. The app doesn't detract from it. And there's all these cool bookkeeping and dialogue trees. Yeah, you play that
good stuff. Very good stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. BSG is definitely my very obvious answer for that.
Yeah.
Because think about an expansion for Manchester. It's crazy. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I know Discord. Some dudes asking if we are taking questions on the Discord server or also on.
Yeah, just respond to them. Say Patreon questions over there. Let's answer first.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So you keep going on chat. I'm gonna answer.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we have this Patreon Discord. So basically, the way it works is Patreon will just answer. Patrons will answer your questions first, just to make it fair. Yeah. But we'll try to get as many as we can. Obviously, I think we'll have about an hour left. So typing up there. We'll just go to the next question. Actually, the stream thumbnail is what brought him in. By Brian Rowe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next question by Pearson Buxton. Have you heard of Unfathomable? That's supposed to be like Battlestar Galactica. Yes, I actually almost immediately pre-ordered it, but one of my fellow Battlestar Galactica fans pre-ordered it first, so I don't have to pre-order it. So right when that comes to his doorstep, we're playing that, and there's going to be a review coming out. So stay tuned for that. We'll see if it breaks my top 10 because I'm genuinely curious.
You know what? In my brain, just thinking of what is it called, Human Punishment.
Okay.
Because that's the one I actually know anything about. Because Phasma kind of just like came out of nowhere. Even though like what you have told me about it's just like it's Battlestar Galactica, but you're on a ship and there's Cthulhu. I'm like, okay, that sounds sick. So
yeah, exactly. And I think it's just more streamlined overall. I mean, the theme is actually like really relevant. It's not like what the hell is Battlestar Galactica, right? A lot of people would play with like Battlestar Galactica. You didn't even know what Battlestar Galactica was. Yeah. So I think the theme will be a lot more accessible, and hopefully they shore up a lot of the punish things at downtime.
Oh, wait, we got a question in the Discord, so we got to prioritize that because patrons are awesome. So
okay,
who is better at bluffing / lying?
I think Daniel is.
I think I got him worse over here. So
all right. I feel like I was initially pretty good, and then I just haven't done it in so long. I feel out of touch. There was a period of time where I played coup, and I could like bluff any card, and people would be like hella confused. But at some point or another, maybe in college, I just lost it. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I agree. I think when I was in high school, I was just way more of an actual piece of shit human being instead of lying. And I think my moral standards have raised to a point where like I feel way more uncomfortable lying now, and now I think it shows. Because every time I play social deduction, not only do I not like social deduction games as much, but it's just like there's also that where just like I just don't feel as much fun just lying, and I think it comes across. So it's like a intersectional problem going on here.
I see. Yeah, we used to play a lot of Resistance in Battlestar Galactica in high school.
Yeah, I think that might have been our biggest, at least my biggest mistake, is playing way too many goddamn social deduction games when we were growing up. Because it's like now I can't even. I just really dislike those type of games.
I still have a very soft spot for them. I think it's very interesting to bring with new people and see how they respond. But
that's like the thing though, because when you play with new people, a lot of what makes like those games tick is knowing your audience, like knowing your friends, like who's lying and whatnot, right? But like you just play with like people we don't know as well. There's not much to go off of. So then, like, I'm kind of just like, I'd want to play with friends, but I don't play with friends. It's just like, well, I mean, I also play too much with you guys, and kind of just like,
well, friends who are known to be cool that have not played this game yet, I guess.
I mean, we've kind of exhausted the list on them. Like, we got a lot of friends, but we're kind of chopping them off a little bit.
I mean, there's people in college I would definitely want to bring Resistance out for, but I just don't have like the 5 people. Yeah, or I think another one that's nice is like Songbo Shaw. That's like. It's like kind of like a rip off of Bang.
It's a better version of Bang, you mean?
It's a better version of Bang. Yeah, and it has social deduction, but you don't have to play it like that. So I think that's like a really nice balance.
Yeah, that's another thing that got me really interested in Human Punishment. Because I was looking at it, looked like there was some aspect of it that's like you don't really need to focus that much on the lying part. It's like there's not just good guy, bad guy. There's like I forget, it was either 3 or 4 like different actual like factions. Kind of I think that really helps. Like it's not just good guy, bad guy. There's like good guy, bad guy, and then like king, and then hidden like bad guy. It's like all these different like playing parts.
Like a detractor or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know the game New Angelus? Did you play that with us?
I think I played it once.
Yeah, it was Jason at my place.
Was that the one where like you need to find out like who did the crime and like what the suspects on the table like this?
It's like the one where you're all playing as corporations.
Oh, I know. Was that the one where people were circle jerking like to research?
Yeah.
Okay, I was there.
Okay. Yeah. That one kind of blew me off for social deduction because I was like, okay, I was the bad guy in it. And it was like a 4-hour game. And I didn't quite understand the game that well, but it was a really long game. It was heavy. So I basically didn't say anything. I didn't really know what to say. And I got so exhausted at the end of that game. I was like, man, I don't understand this game like well enough to really lie. So I was just quiet. Everyone was like, who's the bad guy? Who's the bad guy? I'm like, yeah, who's the bad guy? Huh? I was like, playing along with it. But internally, I was so tired. So that was, 3 years ago. I think I'm ready to revisit social deduction. But yeah, that was too heavy. Sometimes when that social deduction hits that heavy point, there needs to be a lighter game,
I think I'm just burnt out on what's a really long game. Because Battlestar Galactica stole the limelight out so hard and also very well, right? But it's like at a certain point, it's like, okay, I've it kind of felt like you're prepping for a big stage play and you get out of the way and you do it, right? But then once you play the game enough, the novelty of it wore off really hard. I mean, it's like, dude, I don't want to play another game on Trader for 3 hours straight.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a game you want to keep playing and improve on, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a cool event, almost like a scenario-based game without a scenario. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I was saying, I've had my moments, I don't really need to recreate them. It's like I definitely pull off crazy trader plays. It's like, oh, all that payoff finally happened when I was lying, setting those things up for 3 hours straight, and then finally I get to just do the big plan. I'm like, yes, it feels good. And it's just,
dude, I remember that time. Oh my god. We're like, oh, we're gonna exo Daniel. He's probably a good guy. He's like, lambs to the slaughter. I mean, he's like, all these Civ ships just die. Well, population just dropped 6. We're gonna have to turn after this. Yeah. Yeah, so
I love that's
yeah.
still a dumb meme. Like we have
Kind
a
of,
friend
yeah,
who's just
yeah,
like every time like some crazy like fucked up shit happens in the game, he's just like, yeah, lambs to the slaughter. I mean that's basically what I was
Yeah,
yelling when that happened. Like it was a crazy. I was like a
It was
pilot.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like a pilot in the game, so I could like command like where the civilian ships are going. And like I was like begging everyone not to like jump yet, because I was like, wait, we need to do all these other things first, right? And then because of that, like the Cylon fleet got like insanely powerful, and I also corralled like all of our civilian ships on like one spot, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna move into where the fleet is, and then I'm also going to like activate the fleet and reveal myself, and it's like, oh, okay, I just killed like half the like fleet, and then they lost like other population. It's like, okay, I just win. Woo!
Yeah, and population wasn't even the one we were concerned about anyway. But we lost through that.
It was like their highest. It's like what?
The thing about Battlestar Galactica is because it's so long and you don't get those epic moments, there can be a lot of lulls. For example, there's a character called Boomer. I know it didn't age well. So there's a character called Boomer, and she gets trapped in the brig in the halfway point. And sometimes they just don't leave the brig. They're just like not good at convincing or whatever. They just kind of sit there like, great, I'm in the brig. I'm not doing anything for 2 hours. And that burned me out a bit. I'm like, oh, do I really want to subject my friends to that type of experience? Or if they reveal themselves too early as a Cylon, and now you're just sitting in the Cylon fleet area, you're still playing a game that's just not as interesting.
I kind of, funny enough, I was felt the same way about when Cylons like reveal themselves and we get caught. Because like, as a Cylon, when you're like revealed, the game is so boring. Like, I'm just like, dude, this is unbearable.
It's
like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're building advantage, but you only have like 2 cards to pick from. Some of the secret Cylon cards are just OP. Just play them, right?
I think what really helped this genre of game is if there was like more phases to it. Like, maybe not like lying the entire game type of stuff. You know, like lying for like maybe an hour. You know, and then like you review yourself for a bit, and then like things get shuffled around or something. Like I don't know, right? Because like in Battlestar Galactica, right? Like there's sometimes I guess like later on after we had our like moments, you know, like during the later games, and maybe it start going like, well, I don't really like seeing them anymore. What's happening is like I just got lazy and be like, I don't really want to just do this big setup and get that big moment. It's gonna reveal like screw it, right? It's like an okay moment to reveal, right? And then I realized, like, oh my god, I'm playing 2 hours straight, just being a review of sounds sucks.
Yeah, so there's basically no advantage to reviewing early.
Like, dude, I really think the game could benefit a lot from, like, making it so that when you're revealed, you can do more stuff. Like, it's fun also just being able to be an active bad guy, but, like, you can't really.
Like Dead of Winter, right? Like, it's that does it pretty well, right? There's a lot of things to do as a bad guy. You also get new.
Yeah, I'm assuming that like you don't put a dumb like trailer.
Yeah. I mean, that game has its own problems.
Yeah, when someone does get exiled, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, but it does have its funny moments. Yeah, and because your new win condition is secret, that people don't know, right? So that's more intrigue. Battlestar Galactica is like, well, you're a bad guy, and now you're just revealed bad guy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anyways, that's a lot of Battlestar Galactica. I could go on and on, but let's get to the next question.
I mean, okay, in our time answering that question, you like put in even more questions.
Okay, we'll do one more here, and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah, we'll do one because you put in a bucket. We got to get to the actual chat, buddy. Like, we love you, thank you, Patreon and all, but it's just like there's a chat here. You know? All right, so the next one was which game falls flat for both of you that's widely loved by the broader community? Oh, Pandemic. Easy.
Pandemic.
Like screw Pandemic. Dude.
We were just talking about that earlier today. We're like, yeah, man, the quarterbacking a little too much. It just feels like a puzzle. You're just winning really hard until you're suddenly losing from a crazy epidemic card? Pandemic card?
Yeah, Epidemic.
Yeah, epidemic card, and now it's an explosion. Now things get out of control.
Yeah, that game is like, for me, it's like there's no reason for it to be co-op. Like, you play it a lot better if you just have a single cohesive plan, or you'll just play by yourself or you put it back, right? Funny enough, tomorrow we're going to play Spirit Island, and I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah,
and I am very much excited, being like, ooh, is this that co-op game that I've been looking for? That everyone's like, this is good. And I can be like, yeah, it's good. I'm not to be that guy being like, oh, I hate Pandemic.
Yeah, Pandemic was like, well, I was thinking about Pandemic, and I was like, I guess I don't like co-op games that much, because originally I thought I kind of
I like well-designed co-op games.
Yeah, but in general, man, co-ops, yeah. I think that kind of soured me on co-ops, including Gloomhaven. I don't like Gloomhaven that much, but Daniel does. So. Yeah. Yeah, we still haven't finished that, actually. We got halfway through. We're like, that was kind of boring. Maybe we'll play it another time. And so it's been sitting there for like 2 years.
Yeah, it's kind of faded away. Faded.
Yeah, okay.
People play know what I'm talking about.
That's it for that. Let's get to the other questions here.
Okay, what's your favorite Gloomhaven characters? For me, I would have to say Summoner and Hatchet have been my favorites. They cause hilarious gameplay. Okay, I do have friends who say that when I play Summoner, it is Oh goddamn! I spoiled. Okay, sorry, I just spoiled a Gloomhaven character. I'm not gonna say what symbol it is, but there's basically a character in Gloomhaven where you summon a bunch of crap. It's honestly kind of a complete shit show. All right, I have friends who like completely hate it when I play, but as a player, I very much do enjoy playing it. I think class definitely could use a little bit of tweaking to make it not so much of a meme shit show when this is happening, because you're literally just putting crap everywhere. But otherwise, very fun experience. And Hatch is just like, you're a cowboy, you just throw axes. That's great. I love it. Like,
I don't know much about Gloomhaven. I've only played a bit of Gloomhaven, the base Gloomhaven. I finished Draws a Line together with him. I only played as Redguard. So overall, play as Redguard, Spellweaver.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So between the two, Spellweaver, I guess, because I think the resetting your hand is more interesting than just being Redguard.
Very cool mechanic.
Yeah. I think at the time I saw the card and it says like, take all your lost cards back in your hand. I was like, okay, that seems pretty cool. But later on, now that we know more about Gloomhaven, it's like, wow, that's actually great.
Like even compared to a lot of comparing to a lot of walk class stuff, like looked at, it's like Spellweaver's still pretty crazy as a class.
Fireball.
Class. Oh my god. I still feel like a dumbass for just doing this. Like, it's been so long since I've interacted with Gloomhaven and stuff that my brain's like, I forgot about the spoiler filter. It's like, oh crap.
Well, I don't know any of the spoilers,
My bad.
So.
Anyways, Ed, so do you plan to review more abstract games? Probably not. I mean, the most abstract thing I think is like Time Story, and we like hated that one. So like,
that's not even abstract though.
It's pretty weird. It makes you do a lot of meta stuff. Like I would consider that kind of abstract, right?
Okay, but it has like a theme and it has like a story. I was thinking more of like stuff like Azul, like Kai.
Azul is just a Euro. How's that abstract?
It seems pretty abstract to me.
I mean, just play tiles, get the points, like do combos, track people's resources. What? When I think like abstract, I'm thinking of like games where it's like you're doing weird stuff, like that's outside the scope of what you normally see, right? Which is why I'm thinking Time Stories, because like that game is weird. All right, it makes you do weird stuff, like turning the book in a certain way, or like finding words in different pages and then like putting together like form what you're supposed to do. Like you can't really get good rulings on that, okay? Because you kind of just have to figure it out. So
I was interpreting abstract as more of just like the working geek definition of abstract. Just games kind of like tic-tac-toe, chess. Yeah.
Okay, well, but clearly I'm not a board game geek.
Well, I don't know. That's such a wide swath. I would say in general, it's more fun to make reviews on things with theme. It's more fun. Like we have something to latch on with jokes, right? And more like accents, music we can do. So leaning towards thematic stuff. But
okay, I get you. I get what you mean. I guess under by that definition, favorite abstract. Actually, not favorite. Just ask if we're gonna review them.
Tigers in Your Phrase is the thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely less inclined to review them because like, I want to make reviews of stuff that's like more like flashy, I guess.
Yeah, stuff that's released nowadays is generally more flashy, anyways.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Draws the people in. All right, wait, let's go back to the Discord page. We got more questions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna highlight which one we're on in the chat so we can come back to it. So.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
I'll do this one then.
Let's see.
By KJ.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned not liking Pandemic. Have you tried Pandemic Legacy? I have actually, and I'm just like, this is just Pandemic still. So like, okay, there are cool things that Legacy does, like progression-wise, and I really like messing around with them. But the problem I have with it is it feels too much like when you mess around with them too much, you just lose like that particular game that you're on, and it's just like, well, I kind of want to just keep winning, right? So like, I shouldn't mess around with them too much, and it puts my brain in a very like clashing state. It's like, wow, I want to min-max and win, or oh, look at all these cool things that you get to unlock and do. It's like,
Yeah. Basically, to play more efficiently, to win, you don't get to do the cool.
I mean, obviously, like you still get to do something, but like you just can't like go like full like, oh, look at this cool thing. I'm just like go hard on that. I mean, I guess you could, and then just like lose a couple games, and then like because in Pandemic Legacy, right, when you lose, you make the next games easier, and also like vice versa. So you could just lose a bit, and then have it all set up, and then next games are like, oh wow, things popping out because a lot of the stuff you upgrade to like stay. So.
Yeah. Legacy game. By the way, this is Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We haven't tried Season 2 or 0. I heard those are weirder, which would be better for us, right? Because we don't like the core Pandemic anyways. So
yeah, so like solved to me. So
the more weird stuff you add onto it, the more we're inclined to play it. So
you want to go back to the higher picture? Like, so any announcements or new developments for the Shelfside channel? I feel like there's a lot of NDA stuff we can't say.
I can't talk about that.
Yeah, we got some big projects coming up.
We got some big projects coming up for sure.
We got some. We got some emails that are very sensitive that we can't.
A lot of emails going on. Yeah, good stuff.
I got in terms of like short-term announcements, I got a top 10 dropping later this week. I know I said Brass Birmingham would be released very soon, but some stuff got delayed, so that'll be early next week, maybe like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And I'm still working on a Jaws of the Line, but it's highly edited and insane, like my normal dumb editing style, just very shit posty. So yeah, those things take time. But also at the same time, because I got that sick gaming PC, I've been playing a lot of Sekiro, and Sekiro's sick. Sekiro's like amazing. Dude, oh my god, that game makes you feel like a goddamn ninja, like no other game is gonna feel like a ninja. It's crazy. You're just parrying everything, flying around. It's like, God, it's so cool. Okay, board game community or board game content. Oh. I mean, I already started reading this. I'm gonna do that.
Read.
The board game content creator community seems tight. Is that true for you? Have you guys met with others on the YouTube? We actually have, yeah.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, right? We got Quacklup, we got Rado, we got Alex from Board Game Co, right? Or not Alex, actually, wait.
I didn't meet him. As you?
Actually, I don't. No, we haven't. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay.
Never mind. That has not happened. I just like assume because like, oh yeah, we talked to Quacklup, but it's like I always just assume it's like, oh, we know him, then he's with him, right? Like,
yeah, we
actually haven't. That's so weird.
We met a couple of designers, but this is all online. This is not in person, especially the pandemic hit hard.
Yeah,
we're not going to conventions by any means. So yeah,
I think my brain's just muddled because I definitely have watched a bunch of their videos. That's like, oh yeah, I've met him before. It's like, wait, no, I have not. What are you talking about? Quacklup's definitely though.
Not in person.
Yeah, just through text. Yeah. We haven't even like because like Riley actually were like video calls with, so that was good.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we have a video with Rob.
Oh, yes. Wow. So also, wait, the guy from Board Game Atlas, right?
Oh, yeah, Board Game Atlas guy. Yeah. And,
I forget his name. I'm sorry, Board Game Atlas guy. Very cool guy. I watched the video on Cafe Chaos. Yeah, very cool video.
Yes, and then we said a couple of designers. You could say we met Isaac.
Oh yeah,
but not in person, of course. Just
dude, I love Isaac, dude. He's like such a geek dork in the best way. He is so adorable, dude. I love him so much. Like he is precious. We need to protect this man.
And then there's at least one other designer I've voice chatted with and a bunch through email. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Anyways, back to the YouTube channel to discuss. Okay. What are your go-to games for introducing board game newbies? Well, funny enough, I would ask.
Board game newbies kind of rough, right?
Because
some of them they actually play video games a lot. We don't really play board games.
Yep.
So our levels different.
Yeah, because there's a lot of dudes I know who play video games aren't really like board game guys, and like for them it's like, oh yeah, dude, like playing Oath is like super just smooth. It's like, yeah, like okay. I mean, Oath is funny enough for me. My answer for that actually, Cthulhu Death May Die, Oath, and Jaws of the Line are like very good games. Actually,
the thing about co-ops that they do well with introducing people new to the hobby. It's like, oh, if something goes wrong, I can just kind of explain to you. I'll help you out. I think for me, Takenoko is good. I like Splendor is kind of like similar to the time frame. I like Coup. Coup's been really good in college. Coup's been amazing in college. And then Resistance, but again, social deduction, kind of iffy with some groups.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go with guys who like aren't what do you call it? I guess like familiar with game mechanics, like if you're not a guy who's like constantly doing like I don't know theory crafting, doing builds like in video games, right? Then I guess I would go to like there's like just some classics that I always just love playing. They always seem to get along pretty well. Like Catan's like pretty good go-to, honestly.
Yeah,
Splendor is like a go-to. Euro is also really good.
Yeah, Splendor's really good.
I guess also most people I know are also just guys who play video games, so that's why I feel good just being like, oh yeah, let's play old guys. Like,
yeah, Homes of Waterdeep has been pretty decent, right?
Man, it's still a little like Euro-y, I guess.
Okay. How about this? Captain Sonar.
Oh, that's a great.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. It feels like a video game too. It's all real time. Yeah.
And then like if we have a bunch of people, we do play Two Rooms in a Boom. I wouldn't say we necessarily gravitate towards that for board game newbies, but if there's a lot of people, there's bound to be some board game newbies who play Two Rooms in a Boom.
I'm really thinking about more as we're like saying this, I was like, wait a minute, Death May Die is actually really good for this.
I think it is.
Yeah, because I haven't really played it with like complete like noobs, scrubs. I had a stroke there. Yeah, but I have a feeling that game is gonna do really well with that card. It's like you just run around and shoot things, and you have 3 actions to turn. They're very simple. You just move, attack, like.
Yeah, the win con's super easy. There's no hand of cards advantage, right? It's like
it's very straightforward. Yeah. It's also just insane and funny. I love Death May Die. It's really such a good time. It's just like, dude, why did no one do the Steelers having just some very cheesy action, just dumbassery? You have a bunch of guys, you run into the dungeon, you're just blasting everything and everyone, and you're also going insane at the same time. And you're getting buffed from being insane. It's great. It's so dumb. I love it. It's dumb in the best way possible.
It kind of feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie, right?
It's like I'm just going in, ah! You know what I mean? Mixed with Scooby Doo, like you're running, and then like all these like cultists are following you. Like, gotta be stopping the ritual. And then of course you have your big bad monsters.
I love what this means that coaches are going like, ah, like, they're pointing. They're just pointing up like a book, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I want to play.
It's like that Wojak meme with like there's like a thing in the background. You see two Wojaks. It's going, oh, look at that thing! Like, oh.
All right, let's see. Next question.
What's our compliment?
Oh, this guy said he really loved my every War of the Ring game ever. Thank you. Yeah. It's man, that
There's
game
a bunch of references to that. I don't understand, but
That's a lot of references. Yeah. I really had a good time making that. Yeah. It took a while to make, but man, I'm so glad. I'm so happy that one.
Underrated channel. You guys are great. Thank you, better than the Flapjack. All right, David K says, have either of you thought about designing board games? Yes. If so, what type of game? Theme? Mechanism? All right, so it's like a dumb idea that I don't think is ever going to go anywhere for probably a few years, but eventually I definitely want to be like, hey guys, I'm going to launch a Kickstarter. We're going to make a game. I don't know what it would. Actually, I probably shouldn't say idea, but I mean, there's a couple ideas. I do want to make a area control game for sure. All right, I just love that genre. I like seeing dudes just like you're like, hey, this place is mine. I want that place of resources. And other guys are like, no, then they fight. All right, it's just a very good format for just good game time. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, or 1.5 years ago, we had this idea for this game inspired by currency.
Oh yeah.
So we actually have a lot of ideas right now. We're just like, yeah, now is not the right time to publish it. So one day we'll get it more into like the coherent rules, and we'll play test it, and we'll publish it.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a point when you get like really bored. You can be like, I want to make a game. I'm gonna start like cleaning up all our contacts. We know, they're like, Isaac Chodres, how did you do the Kickstarter stuff? Teach me how to make a Gloomhaven. That's kind of crazy. We just know guys just messaging. They're like, hey, you got any tips on this? Like, that's so weird. I can go on Discord right now, just message him. Like, hey, what's up? Like, it's mind blowing.
We do get like really random emails saying like, hey, do you want to manufacture a game? We can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
It's like the weirdest part. I always feel like emailing is just like a part of the job because when you like watch YouTubers like, oh yeah, look, there's like a face, they're just doing something, making videos. It's like, oh, behind the scenes sometimes. It's like,
yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh yeah, there's that. Whoa, I'm part of that now. It's really weird.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I mean, just this stream in itself is kind of crazy. All these questions, like.
Yeah, we have people watching us. Who are you guys?
It's I don't know.
Where'd you guys come from?
It's like when you're just like recording in your studio or whatever with the camera. It's like, okay, I'm just like talking to the camera. But now it's like, wow, I mean, people are talking from like France. There was one earlier from Indonesia.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's actually
Okay, next question from Lilfer's Creations Studio. You guys looking forward to the Warcraft Pandemic variation coming up? I have no idea what that is.
I've seen that. Yeah, it's basically Pandemic with a World of Warcraft skin. I don't know much about the mechanics. The theme is cool.
Oh, is it based on that one World of Warcraft event where there's like a zombie outbreak that kind of happened and people were like, it was like a bug?
I don't know.
Where like people were like getting sick off a raid and like for some reason the boss was like sickness mechanic carried outside like the dungeon. So it's getting everyone in the outer world sick. And I was like, oh god! And it started like an actual like funny
is
like
it
thing.
Part of Lich King?
Was it? It might have been probably.
Okay, because
I want to say it was 2008.
It's Lich King themed. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, maybe.
Because if that's so, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, but I like
it's so pandemic though.
Yeah. I would like to try it. I wouldn't mind doing a review, but yeah, it is pandemic kind of thing.
Next question. What do you guys think about more and more board games having apps? I'm a purist and don't generally like the intrusion of an app. I think it depends, right? Some games, if it's just like tacked on, you don't really need it. Like, okay, yeah, probably whatever. But I haven't really found a game that has done that. Most games I see that has an app, they 100% speed up the game. I'm like, okay, if I can get to the game faster, right, that's always going to be a good thing. All right, and if apps are just doing that, then I'm all for them.
Yeah, especially stuff like Mansion Madness, right?
Such a good.
I was like, wow, this is like
the second edition. Such a good.
Second edition. Well, we played first edition, and we're like, this game has problems, and then second edition just solved a lot of things. So yeah, I thought I was mostly a purist until I played that game. Like when it comes to Tainted Grail, right? There's an app, and there's also like a booklet. I do like holding the booklet, but the app. Sometimes you just get more functionality, right?
Well, here's the thing, though. Okay, Tainted Grail is a funny example because the app does have some stupid pitfalls. Okay, like so I will use the journal. I use both.
Yeah.
So I use the journal when I'm just exploring locations. But when you go to the Book of Secrets, I just use the app. It's just way faster, right? Because I don't know why Tainted Grail does this. It's like, oh, when you need to check out a secret, you need to match the dial with this diagram, and you like figure out these matching numbers, and then you go to that verse in the back of the book. And by the way, in the back of the book, there's like hundreds of these verses. And I'm just like,
Yeah. It's
Why?
Really
Who-
fiddly. Yeah.
Just tell me which verse to go to. Who did this?
For like Gloomhaven Helper has helped us a lot.
Oh yeah.
So much.
Mm. So yeah, apps I think generally are a good thing. I mean, obviously it should be designed with intent. Like a Tinted Grail, I get the sense that there was a little bit of like tomfoolery going on, and it wasn't quite really like designed with it in mind 100%. Because like I do know that the app was like a stretch goal, so like maybe they assumed no, it wouldn't be reached, and we went out to make it. But I mean, it does have voiceover, which is really good, but unfortunately, it talks too slow for my liking, so I still don't use it. That's,
Okay. Yeah, in general, if something has an app, I'm already interested because they put more thought into the game. Doesn't mean I'll like it, but I'm very curious.
Yeah, I think this is more of just like if it's done well, and it's like it helps so much, right?
Yeah.
Because like also another problem with Tinted Grail app is that like if you're looking at the exploration options in the actual booklet, like it will tell you like, okay, like to do this option you need these like prerequisites, right? And the app won't tell you them until you pick the option. So in that case, it does waste time. It's like this is why I'm using both of them, right? Because I use the booklet for just locations, and I use the app for the book of secrets. So I don't have to constantly turn pages. Like in that case, okay, pretty good. But it feels like the app was not designed with that in mind. I feel like the app was made to be a replacement for the book. You know,
but it's not really.
Yeah. So like, it does feel a little dysfunctional in that, but whatever.
Okay. Let's see. Next question, dude.
What are your thoughts on the increasing price? Yeah, we don't have to go fast. We're already talking for like 40 minutes. Okay. Whoops. Someone typed down there and it moved the cursor way back down. Oh God. You got to go these way faster. Okay. What are your thoughts on the increasing prices of board games over the years? I think that's just more like games just getting bigger and scale, and people wanting like bigger, like badder projects. I don't know, like if you look like stuff like Gloomhaven, Tinted Grail, like all these Kickstarters, like, hey, look at all these minis, all these crap, you buy it all, right? Did Gloomhaven start that trend? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Because like I feel like for some reason there's a bunch of companies that want to have their own Gloomhaven. That's like, we need to have a big game with a bunch of stuff in it. Get it? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But my thoughts on that is I'm kind of like, I mean, as long as there's still like other normal sized games, I'm fine. Like it's not like every game is just.
Yeah. I feel like the smaller box games have stayed the same price.
Yeah.
Right. Like your Crews, your Resistance, they're all like $10, $15, $20.
I think they're more fun to like your typical like standard like
FFG box.
Yeah, the one that's like the $60 game that's just like a foot in dimensions, like you know what I'm talking about, like
like Eldritch, right?
Like Eldritch and a Winter, Everdell, like they're all like very same dimensions, right?
Well, I mean, after being in this kind of this space, I see how much effort goes into playtesting it. So like, if I'm spending like $10 or $20 more for a much better game, I'm all in, man.
Oh yeah.
The components at the end of the day, like they don't matter if you don't have a good game.
I do think there's an interesting thing I want to add to that, and I wanted to just switch it for you. It's like tons of questions, but like as creators, it's like also we get like a different perspective on this because we get sent games, so it's like that's definitely like I try not to make that change my viewpoint, but like it's kind of hard not to have that happen. We're just literally just sent games, so we don't really think about the price sometimes. So it's like, oh, okay, like, well,
yeah.
All right, what do you guys think of mobile app and board game? Already answered that question kind of. Your reviews seem to switch from heavier games to really casual games. How do you decide what games to review? I don't know. We kind of just vibe.
Yeah. I mean, I think a cool part of what we can do is like we can review any game. And I think that's part of the fun challenge too, in switching that mindset. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, this is a really stupid game, but it's really good at doing what it's trying to do. So it's
really good at being stupid.
Yeah, it's really good at being stupid. So like, yeah, this is a 9 out of 10 game, or this is a 10 out of 10 game, right? But sometimes, every once in a while, yeah, you gotta have the heavy fix, right? That's where the heavier games come in. I do know that a lot of heavy games like TI4 get a lot of traction. So some of our review making process is based off of that, but mostly we just follow like what we're sent or what we generally want to do.
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. All right, what else do you guys geek out about?
Oh no, that's too long a discussion.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop a bunch of like names there. So like, yeah, obviously like video games. I guess I'll go narrow it down to like Destiny, Dark Souls. What else? Okay, I'm really into like hardcore. I like boffing, which is like this thing where you take like PVC pipes, you put pool noodles over them, wrap them in like duct tape, and start sword fighting each other. Very fun. What else? I'm trying to think like. Oh yeah. Back when I was a teenager, I used to like. I was hella into fan fiction, so I was like hella weird for me, but I mean, still pretty fun. So D&D, right? The D&Ds and everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into that much. So okay. I want to get more into D&D. I'm trying to think, what's some other weird stuff I've been into? Like, what's some really weird stuff
that we can talk about?
I guess like anime. I don't know.
Yeah. Like
My Little
Attack on
Pony,
Titan, right? Right, you like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I watched the show. Like literally, like it's been like 5 years since I've watched any of my little pony Magic. So, I mean, the show's already like ended, so it's like, I think I'm long overdue with the window on that. So,
Okay.
you got any weird stuff?
I mean, it's not weird, I guess, but it's other stuff. I mean, it's like all decently typical stuff.
Okay.
Basketball, guitar,
Guys, such a normie, dude.
cameras, music in general.
Oh, camera's pretty geeky.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I do some DJing. That's not geeky, but it's a little more niche, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Gaia Project for single player?
I've only played it with 3 players once.
I have yet to play, even though I bought it for that one video. And it's just at Ash's house, just kind of chilling. So
I'm kind of okay with the game. Yeah, it's just a little too long for my liking.
right. You all ever played Villainous?
No, we get requests from that like almost every other video.
Also, another thing. So I'm not really a Disney guy because when I grew up in an Asian American household where we didn't have cable. I also didn't really watch any movies. I think literally the only Disney movie I watched was Mulan because the whole
Yeah. Disney is something I got more into when I was older. It's just kind of like the pop culture thing. But one day, I mean, I know all the characters and the references. I've watched all the movies. I'm not head over heels over Disney, but I feel like Disney Villainous would be a decent time, at least a above average time for me.
I feel like for me though, I'm a little worried because like I'm not gonna have that Disney connection. So I'm just gonna play and just basically looking at like just mechanics.
Captain Phillips, right? Like
Because like okay, it's really weird nowadays. I think Disney because of my weird perspective going on. Like when I think Disney, I just think Marvel, which I think most of it don't just think Marvel. All right. Film me, Danny. Great quote.
Film me.
Yes.
The game's done. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Look at Avatar RPG on Kickstarter.
I have. Yes. Yeah. My friend actually sent it to me. The number is actually a little shocking. I'm genuinely curious how many of those people are already playing stuff like D&D or are Avatar fans and want to get into D&D. I really think it's a lot of people who just never got into the realm. Like, oh, Avatar is something I like. I think I'm just going to back this.
That's like kind of happens a lot. Yeah, there's always like role playing games. Like, okay, so we got D&D, but because some don't want to get into D&D, they want to get into this other IP.
Yeah, I don't
make a role playing game for.
I don't know how much of this is hype, and people are just going to get the game and forget about it. Because it does happen in some of these, but
I mean, sometimes a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's over 2 million. I don't know what it's at now. Maybe it's almost at 3. Hey, I mean, I don't know much about Avatar in general.
Also, I'm really dumb. I don't even know what this is. Like, which Avatar is that? I'm talking like Last Airbender.
Yeah, Last Airbender. Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking Blue Goof.
Oh no, not Blue Goof. That would get much less fun.
Yeah, I would assume Last Airbender. Last Airbender is sick, right?
Would you do a podcast or a blog talking about Ashes Reborn once you test some expansion?
I have yet to play the game. It's all yours.
I've played with I played one of the expansion decks against 2 other expansion decks. I still really love the game. It's actually going to get featured in my top 10. I really like that game. In terms of delving into all the expansions, that's a lot of games. I haven't even touched the deck building with the base game. I'm just like so enamored by the possibilities. I just want to keep playing, just chill with it. I don't really have an end goal. I just enjoy the game.
How do you just someone talking, not been drinking water? I'm like, bro.
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
I've been drinking all that.
Okay. Because I feel like I'm taking like sips like every time I'm talking. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a sip right now.
All right. What was the most insane Daniel ever got during a board game session? What game was it? What's the background behind the story?
Insane as in
so many moments. I don't know. Like just me screaming on something stupid. Like that happens all the time.
I was thinking like insane outplay, maybe.
I mean, this always happens. Like it's either like me just doing something very smart and yelling about it, or just me yelling by being completely owned. I don't know. Like,
I mean, we did talk about the BSG thing before. That was pretty epic.
Oh, that was so epic. It's such a great Daniel moment, dude. No, I'm never friend himself with their person like that, dude. I don't do that in real life. This is like YouTube personas coming up and being like, hey, look at me. I'm Daniel, the Shelfside guy. We got to be all boisterous and dumb and stuff.
I do remember this the one time we played Civ 1v1, and you went like crazy ham while trying to calculate everything. You won by a landslide. That sticks out to me.
I don't know why I did that. When I think back, and I'm like, that's very rude. Why did I fucking do that?
I got wrecked really hard that game. I was like, wow, Daniel is a freaking genius, man.
Like, I like won like mid game. It was like, what the hell? Like, I just pushed like on all like it was like,
well,
because it's come to a point now where I'm just like, I care a lot less about that. I'm just like, why? That's such a weird like ego thing. What's being like, I gotta calculate everything and execute the plan perfectly.
I mean, I feel like we got that just growing up with all these competitive 2-player games. Yu-Gi-Oh! You taught me some chess when we were like elementary.
Probably. I think it just comes to playing too many games. Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I just want to play well. I want to play well.
Yeah. It's something about it that just feels like honest to me. I don't know. It's like a thing. It's like I feel like if I'm not giving it my all during like the game, it's like something about it feels disingenuous and not like as fun. Whereas like if I'm like actually like try harding a game, it feels like wow, I'm like actually like putting in effort into the game. It's like that's I guess how my mindset into it. Like you gotta try. You put your own stuff. Love what you're doing.
I can't think of any other insane moments. Maybe we'll get back to that, but we gotta answer the question.
I feel like there's just too many.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Who is more competitive between the two of you?
Probably me.
Yeah, oddly enough, yeah.
I actually get pretty competitive, but I've been taming it over the years.
Because I feel like my mindset's more like just be good. I don't care about being competitive. I just want to just be good at the game.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to frame it. Actually, just being good enough. Like making brutal misplays is something I'll think about for a long time in heavier games. Like TI4, I'll think about that for like days, man. Not in a bad way, but it's just racing through my head.
Normally I feel like I'm just like, oh, just don't do that again. Like it's like I've learned. Ooh. I didn't even think there's like barely any like brutal misplays. I think for me, like most of the time I do like mistakes, but nothing like game ending bad. I feel like. I can't think last time I did like something really stupid.
I used to treat Yu-Gi-Oh extremely competitively. Extremely. I went to tournaments. I would think about my deck all the time. I would be like on the toilet testing out my deck consistency. And
you have like an app for that? Like,
no, back then this was like 2013. I didn't use the app. I just did it by hand.
Casual. Come on, you gotta expedite everything. What the hell?
Yeah, I went to tournaments. And I really cared. Yeah, but it was fun. It was a good time. Like during that time, I was like, yeah, this is so fun. I know it's like kind of nerdy, but I'm like into it. But now I look back, I'm like, no, I'm really glad I did it. It was such a good time.
I got good.
Just like sinking into something very satisfying.
Oh yeah. All right. Would you ever consider doing TTS with patrons? We actually have.
We do. Yeah. Especially if you want to play something faster, like something on BGA, like Takanoko or Ashes Reborn. Hit me up. I'll be in the server. Yeah.
I will say I'm kind of guilty of not being there that often. So I feel like I pretty much only ever played like both and Root on there.
Yeah.
And there's also one game that I have where it's pretty much out of random games, but like.
Oh, yeah,
I probably should be on there more often because, like, too often I'm just like out with my friends playing just board games instead of like being into like Discord. I guess it's a good thing for our channel, just being like, hey, I'm playing games with people, but it's I probably should be there a little more. Sorry about that, guys. IRL homies, you guys are lit, so
I actually played. We were getting a game of Unko the other day on TTS. It didn't finish, but yeah, there's something we do offer as a service on Discord. Yeah, if you like it. But later on, we are planning on making that public.
Mm-hmm.
In a while.
The Discord should be going public. We just don't know when because like that's a lot of work to do. We need more mods for that.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Do you guys like Nemesis?
I have not tried it. Yeah,
never tried it. I was interested, but I looked at that price tag.
I just email Awaken Runs, but I sent it to us.
It feels like something I would really enjoy playing, but not owning. It seems like kind of a monster to own. We have so many big games already.
Oh yeah. Already my brain's just so like overwhelmed by Tainted Grail, dude.
Yeah, Tainted Grail is a monster.
Set up on a table right behind it. It's there. You can't really get that. Can I like point this down?
There you go.
Yeah, look. That's all Tainted Grail right there.
We are wearing pants, and that's Tainted Grail.
Yeah. Back up here.
Okay, Civ New Dawn thoughts. I've not played it. One of our close friends does like it a lot, but he does like the Civ like Kevin Wilson a lot too. He did say that expansion really helped it, so maybe one day we'll make a review with the expansion.
All right, man. Ever think about the good old days if you don't want to go back? Because I do, lol. That happened to me in college, and I'm like, oh, hell no.
Wow. That actually kind of happened to me in college for a little bit. It was freshman year, so I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Around junior year, and I got back. I brought my deck to college, and I played with some like dorm mates. I'm like, this is fun, but I can't really get into this. And then we played Dominion. So, yeah.
The thing is, though, I feel like if I wasn't running the channel, I could actually get back into it. But it's just like it's a lot of dedication to get back into a game that has changed this much.
Yeah,
like, it is crazy to me how like trap cards are just slow now. You just can't really use them. You can use hand traps, and like there's entire decks and strategies built around going first or second, and like that's just weird. Like the game has sped up so much. It is insane. Like I'm looking at like when people are just doing like co-link. You know what co-link is? Like
I'm lost.
I don't even want to explain it. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, like back in my day, we would set like 2 trap cards face down. We put a Sangan and attack this and keep poking you. Okay,
bottomless trap hole, OP card.
Oh man.
There's a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh that I have where
it's like so fun. You want to get competitive with it. You can play so many iterations. But once you actually take it really seriously, I get salty about the luck because there are some like counters or there's some like luck. It's like, well, I tried so hard to get to this tournament, and now this guy just has a broken opening against me. What can I do? Like this is just like unwinnable. Like literally, there's some games you just have to screw.
I mean, it's kind of how it goes with card games, but that's kind of why I love card games, though.
But Ash just doesn't have that problem.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it is like it's good to be on that end, but on the receiving end, kind of poopy when you treat it seriously.
I think to me, it happens the right amount in Yu-Gi-Oh! To me, it didn't feel like having that. But then again, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was usually playing meta. I was just playing the busted stuff, so it's like, in that case, it feels like fine. It's like you both get your turns on that lane, try to play the game. You know,
Freaking wind-ups. Bad memories.
Because like if you're just playing the meta, it's like if you're playing your dumb like rogue gimmick decks, it's like okay, yeah, it's probably is way more asinine and stupid. But if you're just playing the win and playing the meta, it's like I feel like it happens at a very reasonable rate, you know.
It's almost like the game doesn't feel thinky enough. It's like when I'm playing the game.
Really, I feel like the game is like okay, especially like I guess I was some like combining like 2013 Yu-Gi-Oh with like nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like because Yu-Gi-Oh the thing I like so much about it is your options are insane. Okay, because obviously you just default to some combos when you know your deck, but like the fact that like you have a toolbox of just your extra deck, you just pull monsters out of nowhere, and like there's cards that can search like an insane amount of cards from your deck. It feels almost like you're playing with your whole deck, and that's a lot of things to think about.
That is true, yeah. But I mean, could be a deck bias, right? But sometimes I'm playing, there's like, oh, this is literally just the optimal play like 80% of the time. And then
That's true, yeah. But I mean, the moments that do come up with that, we get to start like really thinking, like, they do come up, it matters. Yeah.
I do like that, but there are some of the game it feels like almost like a junk food pleasure. Where I'm just playing cards. These are cool cards, like they have cool abilities. I'm like, play again, this thing, play it again. Whereas where I learned from playing Ashes, it's like every single card matters a lot. I have to manage mana. So yeah, I need to try it. Yeah, it's different.
I do like my card games. Okay, next question. Tiny Epic Games. Ever looked into those?
No, I almost bought Tiny Epic Kingdoms a while back, and then I'm like, well, when are we gonna play this? We don't really play those small games. If we do, it's more like
no, they've like fallen off a lot. Like there's all these games that are like tiny. I got that's or not tiny, but like they're like the lighter games. Just never touch them.
It's almost like if we were to play a light game, we would just not meet up, or we just sit around talking.
Alrighty. Let's see. We got some people talking.
Mod for what? I'm assuming Onk?
Mod for Tiny Epic. I have no idea. Okay. Sorry about that. Scarier. I don't know what's their name.
Yeah, Scariol.
Kind of just like we had like people just kind of chatting up in here.
Yeah.
Definitely plan on buying on Fablo when it comes out. Oh hell yeah, dude! Congrats on 1 million views. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's it just kind of happened. Like we were. There was a period of time where I was like watching it, like man, okay, 800, 900, and then I just forgot. Then it happened.
Yeah, it's very real. I remember like watching like it was like a PewDiePie video, or I don't remember. It was like some YouTuber, like one of those gamer like guys, right? Who's like, it's actually probably Mark, but I think they're talking about like, oh yeah, at some point kind of stop looking at statistics. Just like, I'm just gonna make videos, and you come back every once in a while, like, oh, what the hell does this make people watch me? Whoa,
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's actually come to a point where I prioritize emails more than notifications, which is something I wouldn't. When I started this YouTube journey, I didn't think that would be the case. Emails are like, okay, maybe once a week, someone like, great. But no.
On emails.
It's kind of crazy,
I just want to say your humor is awesome. You deserve a lot more subscribers. Well, thank you very much.
More content coming out for you guys. Yeah.
Always doing the content. It's just fun. It's just fun making dumb videos, honestly.
It is fun, yeah.
With so many board games you own, there's barely time to play all of them. So do you regret purchasing games that barely get any playtime, none at all? Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, there's this game called Android that's really sore one for me because I really liked it. I really wanted to like it, but when we played, it's like, no, this is bad. But I didn't want to sell it. Yeah,
I think for me, like it's most of those medium weight games that I bought like back in my first like foray into board games that we just don't really play anymore. I mean, they still come up a lot when I'm playing with like not really the board game crew. I'm playing with like my other friends, right? They do get brought up, but that is like what photosynthesis. No, stuff like Dixit, Mysterium, Smash Up.
Oh, that's like lighter. Yeah. It's like more party is.
Yeah, those games also you got destroyed by Jackbox. So I feel like those games. I do. I am glad I own them for when I just like hang out with those like guys that aren't like our board game heavy nerd guys, right? But when I hang out with the other groups, like it's more often than not that we're not playing board games, like playing like I don't know video games or something. You know, just going outside is I don't know partying or doing whatever hell. You know, it's. Yeah, it's kind of a rough spot to kind of find. It's like for people who would be like, I guess, better for playing the lighter games, a lot of them don't really want to be playing board games in the first place. So it's like,
That is true. Yeah.
okay,
There's also I've started selling more games recently, and some PSP, yes. But sometimes when you make like decent returns on buying stuff, where you break even, it's like, wow, this actually wasn't that bad. And so sometimes when you play a game and you can't sell it, or you just like sell it for really low cost, it's like, well, you know, it kind of evens out with the games I made a huge profit on, right? So I'm okay with it. But as I get more into this, I don't really buy the games that often.
also we're constantly send games, so
Yeah, I mean, it's also good. Or also,
storage is going to be kind of crazy in a few years.
We're really lucky that a lot of our close friends are really, really into board games. So like, they would buy stuff because they're like, hey, I want it, and I also know you want to review it. I'll play with you. So
That's not crazy to think about. Like, if we combine everyone's collections, we like pretty much have almost everything we want to be playing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, almost everything, actually.
I mean, yeah,
I
because
can't think of a single game I can't just have access to just like that.
It would have been bought already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
I love our friends.
Yeah, Alma was a big one. One of our friends, he's like, hey, I actually have a Eclipse Second Edition with the playmat. I'm like, wow, okay, well, other friend, cancel your order of it. We're gonna go play that now.
Oh my god.
Okay, question, Ashton, do you not like Sleeping Gods as is a co-op game? Okay, so I don't know too much about Sleeping Gods, but I do know it's kind of like Tin Grill, and Tin Grill I rated 7 out of 10. So because I like the story so much, and so if Sleeping Gods is pretty similar, it's probably gonna be out 7, maybe an 8.
All I know about it is I watched a No Pun Included review on it. And I was like, looks pretty cool. I'll get it if I feel like it.
Great.
Okay. What are some of the best non-adaptation board game video games? What? I'm like really stupid. I don't comprehend a question.
I don't know if I understand that question.
Not best non-adaptation board game video games. Like video games that are just video games that haven't been made into board games.
Non-adaptation. Oh, I think they're saying, what is the best non-adaptation for board games and or video games, right? So games that have not been adapted from any basically. So PS2 would count, whereas Oath and Brute would count. Wouldn't TI4 just be up there for board games?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's literally its own universe.
I have a problem with a lot of video games adaptations into board games because a lot of video games don't make them special is the fact that you have player input and agency. Like games like Dark Souls, Devil May Cry, like you turn those into board games, it's kind of like, okay, I mean, some of the charm of those games is the fact that you can beat them at like very under-leveled stats, but in board games that's not possible.
Can't be the case,
Yeah, board games is just all numbers and turns. So
yeah, we have a Bloodborne, the board game here, just bought for fun. I don't know.
I literally bought it for minis. I'll get to the game eventually. So
okay, let's wrap this up soon. I gotta get going. But
We're gonna
maybe we'll get through all of them.
thoughts on Marvel United? I have not gotten into that. I feel like such a fake fan. I'm like barely playing all these board games.
I mean, I haven't played any of the Marvel board games either, so I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
we have got requests for Marvel. Was it
Champions?
Champions? Yeah, we got requests for that. Maybe, I don't know. It just feels like if I get into it, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money, and then
And time and cards.
and
It's
it's
like,
a co-op game. Yeah, yeah. Stick with that.
okay. Congrats on the views. Enjoy what you make. Thank you very much. Just passing through. We have 3 minutes before officially drop the club channel.
All right, cheers, man. Yeah,
So many nice comments. You guys are
that's
awesome.
really nice comments. Yeah.
Makes you feel so hearty and warm inside. It's like, God, you got a cool attitude. You guys are cool.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm just sitting in the studio. I'm like, okay, well, I'm alone. I'm talking to the camera. What am I doing, right? But like, it actually it comes through, right?
And you get to see like people commenting like, oh wow, oh my God,
wow, that's actually
wow, people watch ourselves, not just
Yeah.
numbers. Whoa.
Yeah, but in the moment, I'm like, I'm by myself in a room setting up stuff to film myself.
Oh my God. Oh, people are tapping and scrolling down. Oh, where were we?
Great. Yeah, I think we're.
I've been working on a prototype for a bit.
If you're interested in helping me playtest, shoot us an email, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened a bit. We got emails like, hey, can you guys like give us your thoughts on this game? Like, I'm working on it. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, shoot us an email. If you ever ended up designing a game, then I would probably recommend using GameFound instead of Kickstarter.
Let's see, wait for
Okay. Awakened Realms guy help you out. Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Oh. I mean, I barely even know anything about the process aside from just Isaac's updates on process and be like, oh, there's something going on behind the scenes. Like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, when we get there, we get there. Yeah. Thank you for that input. Okay. What's Shelfside's policy on sponsored reviews and other game company sponsored content?
That's a big one. Yeah, that's a big question.
Basically, our policy is like, You got to make it honest because, I don't really want to do a thing where I'm like, this game is a 9 out of 10 when I'm really like, this is 5 out of 10, but you pay me.
There's really no point to be really negative on a game and then piss off the people you're working.
Yeah, because there is a conflict of interest going on here. Because obviously, I don't think anyone wants to pay for a negative review. That's just kind of stupid. So if that's the case, like we'll like play the game, and then if we think, oh, it's not that good, it's like we're not gonna make a review. And we'll just be like, you guys want some like consulting or something? We can like help you. Like just like what we thought were cons, whatever. And that just kind of happens behind the scenes. We're not gonna make a video on that, but we do like email the guys being like, yeah, your game has these cons that we think, and we'll probably talk about it if we did make a video about it,
Like we do want the games to be better, right? So if we have problems, well, just like in the videos, we have solutions for problems, or at least some idea to get in that direction. So
because that is one thing I always talk about just when making reviews is I really hate like saying cons and not saying like either why that con is a bad thing or like at least having some sort of idea of what a solution would look like. Otherwise, it sounds like just complaining.
Also, a cool thing that we have in the videos is we have we have a recommender score or tentative score for these Kickstarter games, and then we have a personal score, right? So I can say, wow, Exploding Kittens, this seems like a half-decent game if you're in the audience. But personally, man, I do not like Exploding Kittens.
Very good nuance.
Yeah, and then we can get away with that because, well, we're giving like an overall score and then personally what we think, because the game can be great, and you might not like it. That's just how it is.
Yeah. I think probably the biggest variation we've had from the two scores on account so far, at least the ones I show up in, is Wingspan, where like, I give the game a 9 out of 10 recommender score, but personally it's a 3 out of 10 because I'm just like, is this solitary Euro game? Like, it's a good one, but like, it's not my thing.
Yeah. What other game do we have on that? Definitely not TI4. Dune, not really.
Root for you, I think.
Oh, Root for me. Yeah. Okay.
Those are like the big ones I think of. Okay, next question. Let's see.
I just started Age of Legends campaign for Tank Grill. Oh, nice.
Dude, I've always heard such good things about like the expansion or the stretch goal like campaigns for Tank Grill. It's like I want to get those right. Like Fall of Avalon is so grindy at the end. Just end it already, please, for the love of God.
This guy has been talking about Tank Grill for a long time, and I'm always interested.
I love the world. It's so cool. God, I just wish I could read a book on the game. Actually, why is this a game? All right. We played our first Prophecy of Kings game this weekend, 7 players, 14 VP, but we didn't finish. Still fun experience. Oh my God, that is. How are you going to be able to finish 14 VP? I guess going up to.
Oh, I think maybe 7 to 8 players play more VP.
That sounds so long and insane,
dude. Not being able to finish games is like such a. Man, I don't like that experience, man. But yeah, it's okay. Cool. I mean, just the fact that you got to play most of it is pretty sick, though. Mm-hmm. It's hard to set it up, yeah.
Have you guys ever played Secret Hitler? I have in college.
Say that word in this stream.
I mean, yeah, that probably. Okay, just in case the YouTube guys just don't like us saying that guy's name. Okay, I played it the only time we said okay about that. But yeah, I have played it in college. To me, it's just like okay, cool. It's our social deduction game. It's like solid. I mean, I think it's a good game. I just don't like it.
I played it twice at a friend's house, and while the design may seem better than Resistance. Well, at the end of the day, it's still the same social deduction formula in a light game, just with more nuance. And if I'm going to play that, well, I just want something simpler. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That's how I stand on it. I'm not going to say no if you ask me to play that. I just don't want to buy it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever buy it.
Funnily enough, there was a moment where I almost got my RA to buy it in college. I was like, yo, there's something like Resistance, but more mechanics. I think you would like it. Showed him the name. He said, look, we can't be playing that in the doors. So there went my secret H word experience. I could have played a lot more. I'm not going to buy it.
Okay, let's see. Would be interested to see the number of first-time backers on the Avatar RPG Kickstarter website. I mean, I don't even know how we get statistics on that. But
I have no idea. But yeah, there's a lot of Avatar fans.
Matthew asks, Arkham Horror LCG? I mean, I'd be like interested, but again, I think card games to me, it's like I think card games I want to play like stuff like Ashes.
Okay. Well, it's like the same thing with Marvel Champions, right? They're like, well,
I mean, are these games co-op? Like,
yeah, they're co-op. It's like, well, we could buy it, and I think it'd be a pretty good time. But to I heard the whole thing, I need to buy more, right?
I have heard a lot of good things about it. I'm not sure if I would like the gameplay loop. You know,
I see. Yeah.
Have you tried Summoner Wars Second Ed? I have not.
I played the online version. Played that really good. I like it a lot, but I'm concerned how it will fare when it gets to the physical realm because there's so much dice roll. there's an insane amount of dice rolling, and there's like different faces for like the dice. And yeah, while I do like the abilities, I'm scared. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm scared.
You talked a bit about the use of apps as a narrator, but how do you think the use of apps could develop in future games? How much use of technology are you comfortable with in your board games?
You use different types of narrator voices. That's a start.
Well, what I'm thinking of, this is only going to get better and better, so I'm just fully embracing the apps. Like, give me all the apps. Because, like, can you imagine if, like, Niantic or something, like, made, like, a board game thing? And it's like, okay, you just have AR, like, technology on the camera, and you can actually put, like, you know, virtual pieces on the table just through your camera.
There are stuff like that exists. I don't think it's good, though. But it's getting there.
It's getting there, yeah. And can you imagine, like, VR, like, board game stuff? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, VR is coming, right? So
yeah, I mean, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like you could have some AR hologram stuff. You could have like the guys fighting each other.
I mean, I think the coolest application of this is it might make me like hidden role games a lot better because like you can hide a lot more stuff on a phone versus just in person.
Oh, I see.
Because like imagine like if there's like a social deduction game where everyone's phones like cameras like reveals different things on the board, you know?
What about like this is like a standalone thing? What about just like dice you roll and then you can just see the result pop up?
I mean, I want to roll my dice physically. What the heck?
No, yeah, you roll the dice and then you, like there's a hologram that pops up. Says,
Oh,
this is like a 6, right? Yeah, or just like automates it for you, right? Like say this is really, really posh. This is really blank. But say you have like a game with specific dice. You roll a dice, you roll that dice, and it's like, oh, this check, okay, you have 16.
That's true. Yeah,
that makes.
I mean, I'm thinking more of like not like blinking out, but like actually cool functionality. It's something I like. Like this is, I should probably establish that I generally like video games more than board games because I can get away with a lot more creative design choices. We're so constrained, just like you just do numbers and turn-based stuff, essentially, right?
Yeah. Very impressed by designs lately.
Oh yeah, but then if you throw in apps in it, you can start changing the game a lot on that, and that's what I'm really excited for. Because like again, I was talking about like if you make things that are actually like cool, like new design choices, like people seeing different stuff on their phone, right? Maybe you can even have like things where your phones can like message or like different like things for like a mystery game, right? Like there's so many cool things that can be done, and I think it's totally okay to have these like kind of Frankenstein amalgamations. It's like half board game, half app at this point. Like I'm totally down with it.
Mansions of Madness.
Yeah. What do you guys do for a living? The channel isn't full time, right? Actually, this channel is full time. What we're doing
It is full time, yeah. But I mean, we both have stuff on the side. But yeah, we spend a lot of time on this channel.
that is for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, love your channel. Thank you. I love how you guys come in and being like, you guys rock. And I'm like, yeah. I'm trying very hard not to let it get to my head, because I don't want to be one of those guys who goes up and just like, oh, look at me, I'm a fucking god. Ah!
Yes, I mean, it's also the thing where I talk to people who don't really know about like board games.
That's also very humbling.
It's very humbling.
You feel like a dork. It's like, hey, you guys ever run a board game? Can we run a board game channel called Shelfside? I'm like, fuck.
Like, I just tell them that. I usually don't even tell people what I do. I try to be very vague with it.
Maybe you just say like, I'm a content creator.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
You don't even say what platforms like, oh, I know, I make things.
Very good.
When I asked when I asked Lord Daniel about the time you went the most insane, it was in fact in reference to sheer uncontrollable lunacy, since its creative fearless energy is one of the things I like the most. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah. Shelfside, I was talking about the TI4 TTS mob. I don't know where the comment went. It's extremely impressive. Oh,
okay.
I mean, I feel like I would always just play TI4 in person. I don't see why I'd play it.
Yeah, we do have the luxury of being able to play in person.
Yeah, I always forget that we're like really like lucky and blessed. I love our friends so much to be able to be like, hey guys, want to play TI4? Okay, when? All right, let's get here 6 guys, go somewhere. It's like,
yeah. Actually, we have almost too many guys.
Yeah, it's so often the case we show up at a guy's house, we accidentally didn't count. It's like, guys, we have 8 people. What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, last time we played POK, some guy was like there, and it's like, well, yeah, I guess you just have to leave. I'm like, dude, we could play 7 players if we want. He's like, nah, it's okay. Like, yeah.
And that's just like the board game friend group. It's like, I like, okay, this is like a weird thing because, like, okay, I have a very bizarre upbringing because I've been to 3 different high schools and 3 different colleges. So I just know like a lot of people. So the like friend circle shit just gets insane. Okay, it's I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, friendship is magic, I guess. Fuck it.
Yeah, friends are good. Yeah. People hit you up. It's like, wow, I guess I could do all these things.
Though
I mean, that's his channel, like, right? Friendship is magic. The channel.
Oh my god. All right. These lights in summer sucks, dude.
Magic the Gathering, question mark. We have played a bit. He's played a little more.
I actually don't like it as much as you do on Hearthstone.
Okay.
I respect the hell out of it, but I hate lands as a system for mana.
I don't like them. Yes.
Yeah. Like being Mana Scoot it feels so bad. I would rather my dumb RNG be from like my opponent doing some wacky, cool, dumb bullshit than me just being like, oh, if I drew a land, all right, just went. Like,
I physically don't like the feeling of like playing lands and tapping them. There's something about it. Like I do like.
Actually, I love tapping lands. I just don't like that there are cards I have to draw from the deck. I wish there was like a deck of normal cards and a deck of lands. Just choose what to draw. Like sick, but I know there's a lot of balance based around the fact that the game goes around that, but. It's not my cup of tea. The fact that they even like made it so that in like most standard formats you just have to have a bunch of dual lands is like, to me, feels like an admission of like this system is kind of fucked, so we have to just make the dual lands cards exist. You know, like
Okay, I think I gotta go, man. We'll take like one more question. Just pick the best one.
oh my god, so many questions still. Oh god,
Yeah, pick the best one.
I'm gonna just rapid fire them. Okay, what type of board game content would you like to see more of on YouTube? More highly edited stuff, like just dumb shit post stuff. Like okay,
comedic stuff. Fun. Yeah.
have you ever heard or played Unmatched? I have
I
not.
have not. Next one.
All right, Tiny Epic Games is totally worth it for $400. Okay,
Cool, keep in mind.
do you play classic board games such as chess? I used to play a lot of chess as a kid, and
You
then
taught me chess, actually.
yeah, when I grew up, I was like, oh, this game kind of sucks as board games. All right, okay.
Okay. We were thinking about getting Go, but Switch work. Yeah.
Congrats on the milestone. I'm really happy to see more representation of fellow Asian Americans in board game space. Hell yeah. All right, we're Asian, yes. A good use of an app in a board game was a chess game in Star Wars. Okay, good question. Which one was you into board games first? This guy. Okay. Tia, I think that's all the questions. Holy shit, wait. This blue phone.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry about that insane
Ramble. Question. Thanks for answering. I really like being mana base. Okay, this experience, guys. Nice one, long fight. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll have this thing up for patrons. The link. Yeah.
Whew.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were actually going to get through all the questions.
That was supposed to be an hour, but yeah, we made it work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On another time, we'll slow down. You know, the next milestone, or whatever. We'll have this for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thank you all for coming in, tuning, and joining to this Shelfside Q&A 1 million total views milestone. Whew. I still can't believe that we're there. It's just like, I remember when we so long. It all just felt like, oh, dude, it's a dream. You could be YouTubers. We're YouTubers. We're fucking YouTubers. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal, honestly. It's still surreal looking at the comments and stuff. It's actually. I don't know. I'm not saying words.
I'm having a stroke. I don't know what to say. I'm just like, he's having a stroke.
I'm not saying words. Let's go play a board game. I don't know, man. Okay, I will say there's a period of time where I was more stressed about playing board games because I was thinking, well, I should just be making videos. Why am I playing board games? Because I have a channel that's around board games, but I already played so many. Why am I just dedicating time to making the videos? But now I can relax a little bit more and think about the board games, which I think is better overall for the channel because I have more capacity to make dumb videos like every War of the Ring game ever, which only would have happened if I played the game like 5 times. 5, 6, 10 times.
You played it that much, Jesus.
Yeah, I played it a lot, right? And like the more I'm able to just breathe and just like have more money to like more flexibility and also just like play games for fun, more ideas come up. So yeah.
Man, that was an outro. Okay, you know what? We need to get off the stream. We're going to play more board games. See you all. Well, goodbye. You guys all have a good day.
Later.